Oh, great. And now
I mean, it
Walgreens calls
wasn't
me.
great. Of course they are. That's why I have two kids instead of finches. I had birds before I had the kids. Get out.
Okay, be quiet. Hold up here a
I'm
second.
quiet. I'm in mute because I gotta get this boy out of here.
Okay. Let me go ahead and stop the music and come up here, and we can go ahead and start the stream. Sorry, but just as I pressed go live, my pharmacy called
Yep.
just
Isn't
before we went live. Uh,
that how it always
I got a
goes?
text message from the pharmacy saying that one of my prescriptions was being delayed, but they didn't say which one. So then they called and told me which one was being delayed. Hey, morning, Digi.
Hi, Digi.
Good morning, and good morning, Ramen.
Good morning.
Your new mic sounds great.
Thank you. I love it. It fits really nicely. It's so much more comfortable than the last one. It's the same brand because it worked so well the last one, but this is different. It's just snug and comfy and cute. Yay. Now I gotta put that PC together later and give the kids my old one.
Ah, yeah,
They're all eager for me to open it because they want mine. Theirs doesn't work. They really want mine. My daughter's using it all the time anyway to make her videos, so I might as well let them have it.
yeah. My boss is upset. I left him a message the other night that
Yeah.
or Tuesday morning. I left it uh, Tuesday night. He got it Wednesday morning
Oh
when
no.
he got up. Um, that both he's going to have to replace his laptop, the office laptop, and either
Uh-huh.
upgrade or replace the desktop
Oh.
because neither computer is sufficient to run Windows 11.
Uh,
All right, which is fine. That's no problem. Except for the fact Microsoft is saying that that get this September they will no longer be supporting Windows 10.
yeah. Well, they're ending Skype in May.
Right.
I
Yeah.
fucking love Skype. I'm so sad.
I've liked Skype, but I haven't used it in forever.
Same. I've been
Uh,
using Discord by default because everybody I know is only using Discord now.
well, the only person I ever use Skype with is my sister,
You and
and
Ralt.
and
So
now we just simply use our cell phones and the Verizon face to
yeah.
face thing
Oh,
across our cell phone. We don't. I don't use the computer.
I don't use a cam. My cams don't work, so I don't mess with that.
Well, I actually have my cams on my computers blocked off.
No witnesses.
And well, I just don't want them to accidentally. I
You
mean,
can't describe me to the detective if you've never seen me. Yay.
I just like I haven't had a shower yet today. My hair is all
Me either.
Plus the fact if I wanted my face out there, I would have put my face out there. I
Exactly.
wouldn't. I wouldn't be using a mushroom cloud as an avatar.
Exactly. I wouldn't be using a cartoon, but hey, here we go.
Right. In fact, there's nobody out there on the internet that has got my face, knows what I look like.
I might make a concession and actually make my hair that color though, because I've got the shampoo for it.
Ah,
I don't know. I'm really rocking the
you,
silver white
you,
hair though.
are you going to walk around with the chopsticks in your head behind your
Oh,
ear?
nah, man, that's just retarded looking. I don't know. I really like the silver, so I think I might look like a fucking libtard if I did that. I don't know. I'm too old for that shit.
And we're keeping our son's dog until Sunday.
Is that good or bad?
And well, he's a 110-pound lap puppy.
Oh, what kind?
I don't know.
Oh,
He, I mean, he's black and tan. That's all I can tell you.
oh, he could be anything.
He's a mutt.
I always wanted a
But
golden
the
retriever, and my daughter's
but
always
his,
wanted a German
his
Shepherd.
problem is he wants outside, then he wants inside. Like Spanky he wanted out 2 hours ago, so I put him out. Now
Oh,
Spanky decided he wanted out,
but
and he came in.
okay, whatever. You know what? Whatever works for everybody is
So,
fine.
but he's getting old, and like Spanky, he's got to get up and go outside and relieve his bladder more often than he used to.
Right, that's normal.
Plus, he's spoiled as all hell. He's also
Oh,
used to a 6-year-old and a one year
constantly
old
giving him attention.
giving him
Yeah.
attention, right?
Oh my god.
So, but he's not allowed on the furniture at home, so we don't allow him on the furniture here.
Right.
And then he gets mad. You can tell he gets mad because our dog is allowed up on the couch.
My mom was like that too. No animals on the furniture, and I used to try to drag my dog to bed with me, and I was on the
No,
top bunk. It was not easy.
I was so tired last night, I couldn't tell you if Spanky jumped in bed with us last night or not.
Trying to get a large dog to the top bunk is not as easy as getting cows to the roof. So I've heard. I still don't know how they got those freaking cows to the roof. And they were hostile too, man. I don't know. Whatever.
Boy, I like the sound of your new mic. Now, is it a stand mic or is it a headphone mic?
The headset is very comfortable.
Oh, great.
And it
Great.
wasn't that expensive. It was like $35. It's not
Oh,
like yeah.
that's wonderful.
I'm heading toward the last of my tax money, so I'm trying to be careful. So yeah.
I've got to check. I forget. I know the system told me once, but
3,500 all gone.
I've forgotten which button is or where the button is. I got to push to mute my mic itself on my headset.
Yeah, I don't
know
think I have. Let me check. I don't think I have.
I shouldn't have to mute it strictly through the computer, but maybe I do.
Nope.
I don't know.
All I have is the volume for the headset and the power button. I
Oh,
have to do it
well,
on the computer. Whatever.
whatever.
The last
But
one, it had a mute mic, but what it did was turn the headset off. Yeah,
so if it
I guess
muted
that
you, it
muted it.
muted you.
It muted everybody in the world. But hey, it stopped my mic, so whatever, man.
And but anyway, like I said, the boss is a little upset that he's got to replace the computers.
Hold
And
on a
he's like,
second.
well, I just replaced that laptop a year and a half ago. And it's like, well, you didn't buy a good one. Hey, morning, Shio. How you doing today? Groundbreaking new HIV treatment requires only a single injection annually, whereas catching HIV in the first place only requires a single injection annually. Yes. Oh,
God,
yeah. Well, I told the wife a joke
that's a
last
good
night
only.
that I caught up, and now I can't remember what it was. She didn't like it at all.
It's been a long week, man.
Oh,
After the stream, I'm going to bed, and then I have to mop everything all over again. Stop it!
yeah, that's one thing I hate about keeping my son's dog for the week, like we are this week.
Yeah.
Is I'm going to have to steam clean our carpeting and the floors.
You own a steam cleaner?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured you would. You seem like the sort to.
Well,
but I use a scrubber for like 3 days straight, scrubbing everything in the living room, man. Damn.
we've actually got 3 steam cleaners. I've got one
Wow.
strictly for the tile and wood floors.
Okay, I get that.
Then I got one for the carpeting,
Carpeting.
and
And one for the furniture?
then we just bought one for the furniture.
Yeah, I had one for the it was supposed to do the carpeting and the furniture, and I never used it.
So, and I've been wanting to get another one for cleaning the stove and the cleaning the kitchen area.
I didn't. Your sister did. Now take that out of here. Um, he's very offended that we got more butter. He's like, "Why did you order it?" No, your sister ordered it. Now get out of here.
Uh,
So they're coming. I've never heard of steam cleaning an appliance.
yeah, while they're for especially for cleaning the inside of your stove rather than using chemicals
Okay.
for your oven cleaner.
Yeah, it looks like my new stove isn't gonna be the glass flat top. It's gonna be the one with the burners and the coils and stuff. So I'm
That's
okay
fine.
as you know what, as long as it isn't gas powered, I'm fine with that. I just want to be able to bake biscuits again. Shit. And neat.
I I don't play Black Ops. I've never played
Black
those.
Ops.
I'm
I
not
never play
really
Call
not.
of Duty
I'm
or
never into
Fortnite. No, right. I started doing
first
something else.
first
First
player
person shoot.
shooters.
Man, I played Left 4 Dead for years. I have like 15,000 hours in that fucker.
I
That's just
oth-
on one computer.
Other than 7 days, I've always been more of an RPG player.
I don't know. I played Earthfall. That was fun, but it's impossible to win.
Or construction games.
I done some Minecraft. I didn't like it.
No,
I
I
didn't.
didn't do Minecraft at all.
I don't like that you're here in the distance. You know, because I just don't like getting crept up on, and it's fucking creepy. I'm gonna
Yeah,
kill this.
I did get your joke. I just chose to ignore it. Okay, so let
Oh,
me
look at
get in.
Shroom keeping it classy. Yeah.
Let's get into the first thing I wanted to talk about here.
Oh boy.
Okay. And it's the big newsy one that we'll spend
Okay.
the most.
Wow, Shield. Are they really gonna file for bankruptcy?
uh, Shield, that's funny, but I'm not going to read it out loud.
It's a little sad because I never expected that to happen. Like stop. Nope, there you go. I'm telling you, stop. Get
Okay.
out.
Okay, here we go. This Muhammad Kali case. Now, this headline is why I particularly picked this one here. All right, Muhammad Kali case goes to the courts.
I'm telling you,
Uh,
stop.
I don't want Google Chrome as my default browser. If I did, I would have picked it. Muhammad Kali case goes to court. Spotlighting green card holders' rights. Now, Muhammad Kali, he was he led the protest at Columbia. The protest in which Jewish students were threatened. They took
What?
over
Oh,
the buildings. They held the janitors hostage. And there
yeah.
were even some people who claimed or say that they kidnapped other employees of the
Yeah,
college.
they were barricading everything. I heard about that shit.
Right. And now this Muhammad Kali or Khalil or however in the hell he pronounces his name has been arrested. He's being held in Louisiana. He was arrested in New Jersey. He is now being held in Louisiana. All right. Now they're both in the house. That's fine. Sorry about that. The chain for the ceiling light caught my mic. Can you guys still hear me? Or did my mic completely screw up? Now it's showing off.
I'm
And
gonna kill this boy. I can't deal with this no more.
he is and he's got some lawyers. He's under arrest and he's been held in Louisiana. There's some lawyers
Of
that
course,
want
there's always
to,
gonna be some assholes that will take a case like that. Of course.
and of course, the college kids are protesting his deportation. But you see, they've got a small problem here.
But if you break the law, that's a risk you take.
Well, I agree. And he is here on a green card, and the green card is a permission slip by the government. He is married, and his wife is expecting their first baby. She's 7 or 8 months pregnant.
She's here, or she's back home.
She is an American citizen.
Oh well, the kid will grow up experiencing their roots then, because he'll be there with him. Don't separate families.
But there is a problem with this whole thing. In 2024, it was Buafera versus Mayorkas. This was the case argued back in October of 2024 and decided in December of 2024. All right. Amina Bearfair, whatever, U.S. citizen, began the process of obtaining a permanent legal residence card for Allah, whatever, her non-citizen spouse by filling out visa, yada, yada, yada. Let's just get on down here to the end. All right. But if a non-citizen had previously sought or received an immigration benefit by reason of marriage as determined, by evading the immigration laws, also known as the sham marriage bar. Okay, this is important, sham marriage bar. 2 years later, the agency sent a notice of intent to revoke its approval based upon evidence suggesting her husband had previously entered into a marriage for the purpose of evading immigration laws.
I should have done that because he lied and said his immigration status was finished when we met. I should have fucking done that. Anyway, keep going. I'm sorry.
All right. So we're going to get down here to the bottom. We're going to get there on this, but I'm trying to make certain that people understand the what's going on here in this particular lawsuit that the Supreme Court ruled on. They challenged the agency's revocation in federal court. The district court dismissed the suit, holding that subchapter 1252A, subparagraph 2, sub BII, a provision that strips federal courts of jurisdictions to review certain discretionary agency decisions, which barred review of the agency's revocation. The 11th Court affirmed. So what they're saying here, they're saying here is the 11th Court, or the district court, dismissed the argument that because this guy had a green card, he could stay in the country. And the district court said, no, because of the law and the way the law is written, once a green card is awarded, the only people that have a place in the decision making as to whether or not the card is revoked is DHS.
Is that true?
The courts have no place to rule in it. Then the 11th Court affirmed that ruling. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to skip all this stuff here, and I'm going to come down to the actual ruling itself. All right, because the ruling itself, oh, I accidentally went past the opinion. Opinion. That's still opinion. Yeah, that said opinion. Boy. Okay, here we go. Now, Justice Jackson, one of the Democrat president appointees, delivered the opinion. Okay. And this was a 9-0 opinion. The secretary, okay. The secretary points to 8 USC 1155 as the source of the agency's revocation authority, that the provision states that a secretary may at any time revoke approval of a visa petition for what he deems a good and sufficient cause. All right. The court, so that says the Secretary of State. In other words, at this point in time, Marco Rubio. And remember, Marco Rubio is of Cuban descent. He is not a white man. He is Hispanic. So we can't be proclaiming racism under the Democrats' rule because Marco Rubio is a brown man. He's not a white man. A good decision by Trump. Besides the fact I think Marco Rubio is pretty good, was a pretty good senator for Florida. In a way, it's pretty smart that he did that. In this, at least for this particular case, that he is not a white, quote unquote, white man. All right, but the secretary points out, according to 8 USC 1155, the Secretary of State may at any time revoke the approval of a visa or green card or / green card here for what he deems to be a good and sufficient cause. All right. The issue we address is whether the revocation under 1155 qualifies as a decision of in the discretion as such that it falls within the purview of the separate statute that strips federal courts of jurisdiction to review discretionary actions. We hold that it does. The courts have got no place. Once the green card is issued, you've got a foreign national has the right to have the courts involved in whether or not the green card can be issued or should be issued. But once the card is issued, the courts have got no more say as to whether or not he keeps that. So that's absolute. I mean, it sounds kind of back-ass words to me that in all seriousness, that a person, the courts could, the courts could say on Monday, the man or woman deserves to have their green card issued to them. You have to issue the green card. Okay, fine. On Monday, so the courts make that ruling on Monday. On Tuesday, the green card is issued. On Friday, the Secretary of State can say, okay, yeah, no, we're not. We're going to take away your green card now. And because of this ruling, the courts can't come back in there and re-argue it. Seems a little weird, but that is the way the law is written, and that is what the decision is of the Supreme Court. So I do not understand why a New York federal judge is hearing pivotal questions on Wednesday for the case for this. You heard the ruling yesterday. Okay, as to uh, you know the way the Supreme Court ruling is he doesn't have to be charged with a crime. Okay, the way the come back over here. Let me. Yeah, I know. I gotta update my RoboForm when this is done. Um, that find the exact wording again. That the ruling that was that is up here in the front part. Right, here we go. But under for whatever he determines, and at the DHS or Secretary of State can revoke it for a good and sufficient cause. What he determines to be good and sufficient cause. So I don't understand how that or why that. I mean, if I can figure this out, if I can find this case, and I heard about this through the internet, so I went and researched it myself, and I found it took me over an hour to find this particular case. I found another case that's subsequent to this one, but this is the case that actually said this stuff. That you know, the courts have got no place in this at this point now. All right. Section 1155 is a quintessential grant of discretion. The secretary may revoke a previously approved visa petition at any time for what the secretary deems as good and sufficient cause. There is no there's nothing there that gives examples saying that he has to be found guilty of a criminal of a violation of law, either criminal or civil, or even has to be accused of a violation of the laws. Hey, Josh. Good morning. What? Hey, Paul. You too. Oh, I'm sorry, Josh. I'm just now reading your. Well, if you left already, I'm sorry. You didn't have to leave. I was just in the middle of a good rant here. Oh, okay, Paul. You got a driver. Ooh, fancy. Ramen. Okay. Oh, she's
Yeah,
muted. I'm sorry.
yes, boss.
So what do you think of this? Uh,
I don't even
are,
know,
are you
man.
understanding this ruling the same way I'm understanding it?
It's stupid. You want to find a reason? I'm sure you sit the wife down and ask her a few questions. I'm sure they'll come up with a valid reason, even if it wasn't what they're originally looking for. The wife might not even know she's outing him, but some will come up.
Yeah. I mean, Webster v. Doe. Congress did not impose specific criteria or conditions limiting this authority, nor did it prescribe how or when the secretary must act. Must act.
Right now, it sounds really fucking good. That's all I'm saying. But that's just me. Oh my god. I'm
So,
sure if I reported all the shit my ex did to me, his ass would not be here right now. Even whatever. I'm not gonna go further with that. I'm just gonna leave it there. I got feelings about this, and yes, I know feelings are for women. Whatever.
well, and I mean, just as, uh, yesterday, Holman was in New York City.
Yeah.
Okay. And the protesters broke into this government building.
What are they protesting? I don't understand. Surrounded President Trump's something.
Okay. That this bald headed guy here, that's Tom Holman. He's being
Oh,
escorted.
okay, okay. I'm
He's
coming
being
around.
escorted through this mob. He and some others are being escorted through
Oh
this
yeah, that's
mob.
mom. You know what? You put a few of those fuckers in Gen Pop for a felony, they'll have a whole new outlook on life when they get out. They don't even have to be in there very long.
And the several of the protesters yelled that his arrest was had undermined the First Amendment.
No, anybody can get arrested. I mean,
All right, and I still want to go back. No,
he
Ramen is not drunk. Did you?
no, no, I'm just really it's been listen, I haven't slept in like 3 days. My son has decided sleep is for the weak, and because he's not sleeping, none of the rest of us get to sleep either. So this is my life now. I have to take a nap when this is over because I don't want to drive like this. I'll have an accident and then my ex will have to bail me out again and I'll have to hear so much shit. He won't be able to afford my bail because between the no insurance, the expired tag, no license, expired tag. What's the other thing? There was something else. I know it. Whatever. I can't keep track anymore. The
But
nearest driver's license appointment is until May. I am not going to sit my ass in here and not leave my house until May. And I tried. I mean, I put my license number in the database and they're like, that doesn't exist. Please use a valid number. I don't have nobody else's driver's license number to enter. For some weird reason, people don't like loaning me their driver's license. I don't get it. But whatever, man.
but I mean, right here, this note: several protesters yelled that his arrest undermined the First Amendment. I'm still going to go
No.
back to my thoughts on this, which is not very popular amongst a lot of people. That as a foreign national in the United States, non-citizen, you don't have the same constitutional
Nope.
protections
Because
as
you're
a
not
U.S.
citizens.
citizen does.
If you're that upset about that, go to some of these other countries where people are going to jail for protesting the child abuse by illegal immigrants and, deal with that shit.
Well, in the UK, people go to jail merely for hurting somebody's feelings.
Merely for reporting an actual fucking crime that didn't get prosecuted, you can go to jail, man. It's not even lying or being mean. It's straight up reporting facts.
As an example here, Ramen, not too long ago, they arrested a woman for talking about the known grooming gangs in the UK.
Yeah,
And they
yeah. They'll
arrested
arrest
her
teenagers.
for posting on the internet about it
Yup. They'll do it. They'll arrest you if you're a
because
teenager for that shit.
it hurt the feelings of the people within that community that weren't grooming.
Well, maybe you should tell your
And
boyfriends and your cousins to stop doing that
I
shit. You know they're
I
doing it.
I want to say
I I
that
almost died yesterday, okay?
how's that?
You know, I'm in the middle of the Spider Wars. Okay. Like before you all start cracking on me, this is legit, okay? I pulled like a month ago. I had this box. It had a what do you call it, bed frame in it, and I had it there for a few months. And I pulled it off the wall because I was gonna start putting it together. I pulled that fucker off the wall, and between the wall and the box, it was like some giant labyrinth of webs that came straight out of a sci-fi movie. I mean, there were generations of fucking spiders there. Little ones, big ones, eggs, you name it. I lost my fucking mind. I started crying and screaming. It was horrible. Okay, so I'm not. It was no, seriously. Shroom, you would have stepped. You would be like, "Ooh," and step back. You're a manly man. You would not have tangled with that shit. Okay, now, ever since then, I keep getting challenged. They've immigrated to my desk area. There's no nest. There's no web. They just randomly show up. A couple of days ago, I sprayed one and it didn't drop dead. It fucking disappeared. It slid down and ran and slid and ran from the spray, and it just fucking I know it's gonna come back for me. Last night I was laying in the bed. The fan is blowing gently in my face. We're watching Last Voyage of the Demeter. Everything is great. I'm getting ready to pop up an episode of Creep Show. Everything's going. I got Shutter. Everything's good, man. It's great. So I see a web hanging off the fan, and I don't think nothing much of it. It's blowing in the breeze, whatever. Everybody's chill, but there's some kind of bug at the end of it. I couldn't see it too clear because it's moving around with the fan, but I'm 99% sure it's a spider because it's balled up. What, baby? Oh no! I
Okay.
gotta hold on a
All
second.
right.
Oh, never mind. They fucking hung up. Anyway, thank you for waiting until the last second. So I start trying to take the web off so I can throw the bug down and stomp it. Right? It takes me. I can't answer it. They hung up. Hold on. Look up. I'm glad I got that look up function on my phone so I can see who these scammers are. Anyway, so I thought the phone 6. It's phone fax. Okay, good. Because I didn't order that. Process servers. CBS, Florida Department of Health. Oh, it's a health scam. Okay, health insurance scam. Okay, so I'm successful. I'm like, yeah, I got that web. There's no bug on it.
Okay.
It's fucking gone. It's not on the floor. I'm shaking out the blankets and the pillows. It's nowhere. I know that motherfucker's hiding under the pillows waiting to get me later. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Anyway,
die.
so what we're watching the Tom Holman here getting escorted
Yeah.
by the State Highway Patrol here.
For what?
He's
there
being
is
escorted through the
I'm
building so
sorry.
he can get the hell out of there through all the
I'm
protesters.
sorry. When I hear highway patrol and police, I think unlawful arrest. I don't think protective escort. I'm sorry.
Now,
Oh my God.
keep an eye on this character here, yelling, "Do you believe in the First Amendment?" Tom Holman.
He's not a New
Okay.
Yorker.
You're not going to be afraid.
Good.
The
Be
real
brave in your own country.
Now,
are in the White House. Who is needed the next day?
now remember, these are the protesters inside the building. Okay, they were up till this
That's
point
not
here.
an insurrection.
All right. These are protesters inside of a federal building.
Nobody's getting arrested.
All right. Now that guy that I told you to keep an eyeball on. All right.
Where is he, honey?
And I'm going to play another video,
God, he's
another
so
portion.
dirty.
I'm going. This guy here
Ew.
that's doing the yelling and screaming at
He
Holman.
looks like some of my in-laws. Fuck that. No. Nope.
Okay. That character there,
you know what? I'm going to interrupt you for 1 second. In some cases, I'm sorry. I'm shutting up.
Okay, that character there is a New York State lawmaker.
Oh, I thought he was just a cop. Okay.
No, that guy with the black hair that was pushing against the cops, yelling at Holman.
Oh, okay.
He is a New York State legislator.
He should have gotten arrested for assault on an officer. Any other person doing that would have been in handcuffs. He would have got warned 1 time, and when he continued brushing up against that officer, that would have been it. No. Nah, man. The First Amendment has nothing to do with you cordoning off buildings and blocking people. None of those people got arrested and put in jail for a year without being questioned or nothing. This is bullshit.
But
I'm not in a good mood. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, when I see things like that people are getting away with
crazy shit.
And really for a case, if the courts, and I'm faulting the Trump administration here. I'm faulting Pam Bondi here.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Because they are not pushing, or apparently they're not pushing to these judges this Supreme Court ruling from 2024, from last year, that says that, hey, now the Secretary of State and has got the authority to remove a man's green card and deport him, and you've got no place in it.
That's right.
It strips the judicial branch from having any say. Once the green card is approved and is presented to the man, he's got no, there is nothing there.
That's
Congress did not impose specific criteria or conditions limiting this authority, nor did it prescribe how or when the secretary must act. All right. All it says is that the secretary may revoke the visa petition at any time for what the secretary deems good and sufficient cause. And the judicial branch has got no place in this. And I don't understand why Pam Bondi has, Charles Eggers, I do not know you, so I am canceling your phone
pressure
call.
Eventually, she'll have to say something.
Well, I don't understand why they haven't already done it.
It's going to happen.
Again,
It's not be what you want to hear, but it'll happen.
If an armchair idiot like myself can find this ruling, I'm sure Pam Bondi and all the lawyers she has working for her, and Marco Rubio with all the lawyers he's got working for him, and Tom Holman with all the lawyers he's got working with him, I'm sure among those lawyers there are people that have found this ruling and they've already dissected it out.
Yep. If we can find it through Google, they got it. They don't need my help.
I mean, granted, I heard about the ruling, and then when I heard about the ruling, I sat down And it took me about an hour to find this exact ruling because I had, I trying to figure out the proper search terms.
Man, it never ceases to amaze me at what people call research and investigating, like using Google search or reverse image search or shit that's already available to the entire fucking planet. It's like this extensive, specialized investigation. No, it doesn't make you a private investigator. It makes you a nosy, invading fuck. But hey, to each their own, right?
And I mean, here's it, and then they've done a pretty good job here on the internet of scrubbing. This is one of a
Yeah.
dozen pictures I could find of this Muhammad Khalil character. I know I'm mispronouncing.
Oh wow, that looks more like a Vinny. Okay.
Okay. But here he is. They did a pretty good job of scrubbing pictures of him on the internet being involved in the protests. I could find a few out there, but it took a little bit for me to find him at protests. I could find a lot of pictures of him, but he wasn't at the protest, and trying to find one of him wearing this whatever the hell scarf headset.
The kafia, yeah. Listen, man, you just reminded me. You were talking about scrubbing the internet. You're reminding me of that Chinese mayor that got his girlfriend newscaster pregnant, and his wife was all pissed. And the woman disappeared off the face of the earth, off the internet. You could
Right.
now this was a newscaster. You couldn't find a picture of her anywhere. Searching, you couldn't find Jack on that woman. It's like she never existed in the world. And then a body turns up at the body museum that looks like her. Oh, and the mayor's wife runs that art installation, the body exhibit. So there you go.
All right. Now I'm hoping that I can do this. Okay. Will it let me save that? Let me see. Save changes. No, I can't. All right. So what I'm going to do, all right, let me
You ain't
get out
fucking
of
around, man. Those spiders they got a
get
plan.
out of this. I'm posting now a link to the Supreme Court ruling. And later on I'll try to get it posted to the description. I meant to post it to the description this morning and I forgot.
Okay, that would be helpful. Thank you.
Okay.
I am not helpful.
So,
tell people I'm
okay, so let
helpful.
me close that. Let me close that because I don't need that anymore. I'm going to keep that ruling there, but I'm going to move it. Let me move this over here to the end. All right. Now, just as a little bit of fun here. Separate fun stuff, serious from fun. Ramen, what would you say? Okay, have you ever flown commercial
Oh,
airlines?
yes, I fucking hated it.
Okay, you know what it's like going through TSA.
Yep, but this
Uh,
was actually it wasn't that bad back then. It was,
but I mean,
no, you know what?
through.
They wouldn't let me take my fucking stroller.
All right, but when you go through, you go stand in that little X-ray machine that you go hold your hands up and spread your
Yep,
legs.
yep.
You know, in
I
my
had a
case,
problem
they
because of
give
my
me
bra wires.
they give me a wooden cane. They take away my metal cane and give me a clear plexiglass cane
Good, and you can walk
that
through.
I can use.
Okay, that works.
All
Okay.
right, and then you get in that machine and they X-ray you to see if you got
Oh
anything
my
hidden under your clothes.
God, I had such a huge problem. My bras had underwires. I needed those fucking things too because my rack is magnificent. I'm not the one who said it originally, but I'll take it. Yeah.
So you would figure people would know that you don't try to hide things under your clothes.
No.
All right. This guy, complete and total idiot.
Those are the ones we always hear about.
This happened on the 11th, Tuesday.
Oh my.
TSA stops a man with a turtle concealed in his groin.
Of course, it's in the groin.
A Pennsylvania man was caught with a turtle concealed in his pants
Of
when the
course.
TSA body scanner triggered an alarm in the area of the man's groin. There is the turtle. There is a picture of the turtle there.
Hold on.
A
Don't close that.
red ear slider turtle.
You know, I don't want to impress the ladies, but if I see a big, round, weird shaped bulge at the front of somebody's pants, I'm not impressed. I'm getting the hell away before I catch whatever he has.
Now, this turtle is only about 5 inches. So, I mean, it's not a huge turtle.
No, it is weird shape though. I would definitely notice that.
Right. And he had it wrapped in a blue towel.
Okay.
Okay. Port
Oh,
Authority police questioned the man, took possession of the turtle, and indicated they'd contact U.S. Fish and Wildlife and local animal control. The man missed his flight and was escorted out of the checkpoint by police.
okay.
This is okay. Now, Thomas Charter, TSA's federal security director for New Jersey. We have seen travelers try to conceal knives and other weapons on their persons, in their shoes, and their luggage. However, I believe this is the first time we've come across someone who is concealing a live animal down the front of his pants.
I'm
As
really
best as we
surprised.
could tell, the turtle was not harmed by the man's actions.
Oh my god.
Now, I am sorry. I grew up fishing. Now, Grant, I have caught turtles. My uncle is missing a V-shaped piece of webbing between his thumb and forefinger, where
Yeah.
a turtle bit him and
Oh.
ate that piece of flesh that is missing from his fingers, from
Oh.
between that webbing there between your thumb and forefinger.
Okay.
A turtle bit through that and ate it, and he's
Damn.
got a V-shaped cut there.
Okay.
I would not put a turtle, I don't care what I got it wrapped in the front of my pants, that close to a very sensitive part of my body. It's just not going to happen.
No.
I don't care what it's wrapped up in, taped up in, or anything else.
No amount of bubble pack in the world gonna let me put a turtle down my crotch. I'm sorry.
No, it's not going to happen.
I'm not going for female circumcision today. That's not it. You need to go, please. I ain't going to jail. I'm waiting
So
to go out of here.
there is your fun article for this morning.
That was
The
scary.
stupidity of somebody. And is a red ear slider turtle, are they rare or something? Are they, is there something
I
about
don't.
them
Um,
that they need to uh that they're, are they, it's a subspecies of a pond slider.
I don't even know.
It's the most popular pet turtle. So, yeah. Here's a picture of it. Here is a
It's
picture of it.
beautiful. I mean, I've seen a red-eared slider and different kinds of turtles and stuff, and they are really cute. My favorite is the monitor lizard, though. Oh
Of,
my
of
god.
of the turtles, I prefer a box turtle or snapping turtle.
Okay.
Box turtle is a pet, snapping turtle is dinner.
Okay.
I've caught snapping turtles. When I was a kid, we'd go camping on this one particular lake, and what we do
Okay.
if we wanted turtle for dinner one night,
You
we would
eat
catch
turtle?
we would catch the bluegills and sunbellies, and we put them on a chain uh, gill catcher.
Okay.
So that way, they'd keep it alive, and then we'd put it down by the out in the water with a bobber attached to it. When it started moving, we'd
Okay.
start moving it up, and because that was a turtle eating at the first bluegill, the one on the end of the chain. Then we'd start moving it up till we got the turtle up on shore. We'd hit it in the middle of the back of the shell there with the baseball bat to stun it.
Okay.
Then pick it up, bring it up on shore, put a box on top of it, then put a big rock on top of that box. Then when my dad got home, or when my dad got there, whatever, we would kill it and cut it out of its shell, cut it up, and eat it for dinner that night.
Okay. What does it
It
taste
is
like?
very tasty, Paul. We take the shell, take the big shell, and turn it into an ashtray or a key catcher or something like that. And the bottom part of the shell we just throw away because it was basically worthless because it come off in pieces.
Okay.
But the top part of the shell we'd scrub it clean, then
Okay.
shellac it, varnish it, shellac it, clean it up real good. And depending upon the size of it, I mean, uh, my mom turned a couple of them into planters.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot you could do with the top shell of a snapping turtle, of really of any turtle.
Yeah.
I mean, we turned when one of my box turtles died, we uh, turned
Oh,
the shell of the box turtle into an ashtray that my dad kept on his desk. So yeah, well, and we used the body of the dead turtle for bait.
hey. Waste not, want not.
Yep. That as I remember it, Paul, and it's been 30 years now since I've eaten any snapping turtle, but as I remember it, uh, there was actually different tastes to each part of the turtle, depending on where the chunk of meat came
Oh,
from. There'd be a slightly different taste to it.
okay.
So, but yeah, you're right. Did definitely have a natural spice to it. There was a natural spice to the turtle. Uh, some of it may be, and since they ate a lot of fish,
They had a fishy
snapping
taste?
snapping turtles would eat anything.
Okay.
I thought I already paid my Xfinity bill, my internet bill. I'll have to check on that.
Xfinity's full of criminals, man.
I could have swore I already paid that. I just got notification that it's ready to be viewed. Could have swore I just paid that 200 and some dollars. I'd like to get it
Uh,
under that. I'd like to get it down to about $90 if it wasn't
you
for the
know,
wife. Wasn't for the wife's choice in television programming, I could.
you know, I owe AT&T like a little over $1,000, and I try to work with them. I said, "Don't ask, okay?" I had a whole bunch of discounts when I first signed up with them. They gave me like hundreds of dollars in gift cards. We're talking like at least $500 worth of gift cards, all kind of stuff when I signed up. And I said, I've been a really loyal customer for like 5 years, man. I'm not trying to not pay it. I want to work out a payment arrangement. They wanted all their money. They said, no, we want our $1,000. We're not going to take payments. I'm like, you're refusing a payment. Yes. We want all of it. We don't want payments. I don't know if they're
I don't know how they
legally.
could get away. I thought that was illegal.
That's what I thought too. Well, I was trying to get it turned back on.
Now I could see them saying that they want
All of it,
complete
yeah, to turn it back
payment
on.
before they turn it back on.
But I use the internet to work. I quit that fucking job. I swear to God, these last 2 weeks, everybody's been trying to screw me. My boss is like, "Yeah, I know I owe you over $1,000, but I'm just gonna give you 500 and we're good." I'm like, "No, we're not good. I gotta pay my bills, bitch. You are not a charity. You're not a not-for-profit. I work for you to feed my fucking kids. Pay me. I know where you live. You know, whatever." Then my credit card company was like, "Yeah, we know you made the payment, but we didn't take it. We returned it. It should be in your bank any day now." No, but I got that straightened out last night at least, so that's good. Um, but it's like everything has been going like that the last couple of weeks, man. I just like gave up. I said, "Fuck it. This is like the fifth time something like this has happened. I can't do this anymore." So yeah.
Okay, breaking news. The
Uh-oh.
Trump administration has pulled the nomination of Dr. What's his full name here?
Oh.
Dr. David Weldon to be the CDC director,
Okay.
to lead the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, because he has been a prominent critic of vaccines and the CDC, and he is too closely aligned with Robert Kennedy.
Oh.
And
Again, that sounds like a free speech thing. You can't be critical of an experimental vaccine being forced on the nation.
so,
That's a little weird.
and they don't have enough votes in the Senate to confirm him.
Well,
So
I guess
they
that
pulled
did
him.
it.
Okay, Weldon's become the third Trump administration nominee who didn't make it to hearings. Matt Gate, of course,
Yeah.
and Chad Chronister for the DEA.
I don't know. I don't know that
I
name.
don't even remember Chad Chronister being up for anything. That name's not ringing a bell.
Never heard of him either.
So, but yeah. So see, Trump's not getting everything he wants.
No, I knew that one. Yeah. I know they're going to try to sandbag everything he does. So none of this is a surprise. Have you seen, oh my God, a Twix the other day? He was talking about all the little Florida critters, like the iguanas.
Okay, you mean I was going to save this for
That
last,
dude with
but
the dreads. I love him, man. Because,
yeah,
I love the monitor lizards, man. They're 5 feet long and they're scared of
okay.
people.
What's going on?
Uh-uh. You know, it's spring.
Hey, boy, check out this headline. Florida man gets arrested during the Florida Man Games doing a Florida Man challenge.
Oh, I haven't seen this one yet.
It
I
don't get
saw
more
it in my
Florida than that, I'm telling you.
notifications. No, it don't.
Only in Florida. I'm just glad I got it on my flip phone. What's
Me
going
too.
on out here?
Ah, come on. What did he do?
Hey, boy, check out this headline. Florida man gets arrested during the Florida Man Games
For doing
doing
Florida
a
things.
Florida Man challenge. It don't get more Florida than that, I'm telling you.
What are they doing?
Only
Trying
in
to
Florida. I'm just
stockpile
glad I got
toilet paper?
Oh, the
But
Florida Man Games? You hadn't heard about those?
I've heard of them. I never watched it.
Oh, the
What is
Florida
it,
Man
guys?
Games, they are absolutely hilarious. Last year was the first
Okay.
year for them. This year,
Uh,
they have things like running from the police, literally running from
yeah,
the
I believe
police.
it.
Let's see here. Florida Man Games. Okay, it's held over in St. Augustine. Okay.
That reminds
And
me of the short where the cop is like, "Yeah, I'll race you," to this black guy. And he's like, "Nah, no, it's okay. We'll race." So the guy takes off, and the cop is like, "Suspect is black, wearing a
I,
gray hoodie," and the guy just stopped. We really started
we'll
laughing.
say we'll save the Florida Man games for tomorrow.
I really want to see that.
That's a good Friday fun stream
It is. Oh my
to
god,
go
yes.
over tomorrow.
You know,
So,
but
Ramen, remind me if I don't have it up. Remind me tomorrow
I'll
morning
send you a note, man.
that we're doing Florida Man games tomorrow.
All I know is Wix did not that clip, but the one before. He's talking about all the little Florida critters. He's talking about the gators. Okay, fine. People get gators in their pools, whatever. And he started on the lizards. And these monitor lizards don't hurt nobody. They're like 5 feet long, and they are so cute in the summer because they go to There's this one park that had like a creek running under it, and the lizards would climb in the tree and drop down into the water. It was like like cliff diving to them or something. I don't know, but it was so cute. And they had the little ones, the babies, and were playing with the babies and chasing them and stuff. And honestly, it was like the cutest thing. I really gotta find another park that has lizards in it. Man, I miss it. I miss my kids watch. My kids wouldn't even play. They would just sit and watch the lizards. Man, it was a great afternoon doing that. I miss it. That was Miami though. That's not here where I'm at now. I might have to make asshat take us to that park again.
Now, this woman here is about to become infamous among the police departments.
Oh no.
Okay,
Okay.
this woman right here.
What did she do? What is she planning on doing?
Well, this is what she wants to do.
Get her picture
Okay,
taken and posted all the place? I don't know. She ain't doing nothing.
this here is the synopsis of a bill that she submitted. Amends the criminal code of 2012.
Oh, she was
Provides that it
oh,
is
no.
a defense to aggravated battery when the
Oh, what did she
individual is
do?
battered as a police officer, is a peace officer, and the officer responded to an incident in which the officer interacted with a person whom a reasonable officer could believe was having a mental health episode. And the person with whom the officer interacted has a documented mental illness and acted abruptly.
What did she do?
So, and you go, okay, the cops show up and they honestly believe or should have believed that the person they were talking to or dealing with has a mental illness.
Got you. That
And
cover a lot of things.
regardless of what that person, male or female, or whatever other gender you may believe exists, beats up, attacks the officers in any way,
Oh yeah.
the worst that guy can say, that individual can have the defense
Uh-huh.
of, and therefore be found not guilty if they have a documented mental illness,
Right.
or if the officers should have known that they had a case of mental illness.
Right. This is
But
what happens when mental health care deteriorates here.
that would be a legitimate defense. Now, I'll tell you how easy it is to get
Okay, I just want to address your chat.
have a documented case of mental illness.
Paul, I am a law-abiding citizen. I spend my quiet life taking care of my children, minding my business, and living my life so I don't go back to jail. So there's no reason I'm getting arrested. I sure do expect a lot from my ex while talking about, I don't expect anything from that man other than to be a proper landlord because he escaped child support and says that he's letting me live in his condo instead of child support. So he needs to maintain his fucking property. He has run this place like a slumlord. Okay, I don't expect nothing from that man other than to treat his children right. He did not raise them. He's had nothing to do with them. Once we got the divorce, it was like he was no. My daughter actually came up and said to me one day, "My dad divorced me," and I had to explain to her that that's not what happened. He divorced me, and whatever is between him and her, that's a whole separate thing. But she was not believing it. I could tell, and she wasn't wrong because he went and had more kids with the second wife. Those are the ones that he takes care of and makes sure get to school. When our piece of crap 15-year-old car broke down and finally gave up, I asked him, please, either I know you got multiple vehicles, either lend me your car or come stop and get the kids on the way to school. He's like, no, those are your kids. That's your problem. I got my own problems. I know that he was taking them to a private school. So I was like, well, help me find a private bus service that'll pick them up because the school won't. I got my daughter into a good public school, but because it wasn't her zone, it was a scholarship, and they said getting her here is your responsibility, not the district. So she wasn't qualified to ride the school bus, but he didn't want to take her either. Nobody wanted to. So yeah, I really don't expect anything from him. I don't ask that man for money. And he made sure I didn't ask him for money when we were married. He told me go prostitute myself when I wanted to get the kids their school supplies. So yeah, I don't expect jack from that man other than a lot of leave alone. That's all I want from him, to leave me there. But no, he has himself up my ass all the time. So that's him. That's not me. I don't want him in my life. He is calling me every other day. He called me last night. So tomorrow I'm gonna dress real nice and put my makeup and put on his favorite perfume and put my meatballs and gravy on the stove and let it simmer until he shows up, and the house will be full of that food smell while he's fasting. If he decides he wants to take a plate from me and break his fast early, that's his business. That has nothing to do with me. That's all I'm gonna say about it, Paul Farrell. The only thing I expected was to go to fucking jail for threatening to shoot me, but that didn't happen either. Because the first cop that answered the neighbor's distress call was like, oh, well, you understand why he did that, right? The tires, I am really loopy as fuck. I feel like my head is spinning.
Hey, Paul. All right, I've got to put a stop to this. All right, Paul.
It's okay. You don't mean nothing. Because I've gotten this seriously from other people.
All right. Yeah, Raman and I, we do on occasion discuss things going on in our personal lives.
I have no secrets. I'm no mystery to anybody.
But let's not. Let's not turn this into a mudslinging contest here, okay?
No, that's not. I don't think that's what he meant. He I'm happy with the band hammer. I want to take care. I said, so eat something. We got a house full of food, and you telling me, please, can I eat something? I'm hungry. What is this? 11. He still has to eat. He's talking about, oh, please let me eat. I get you, Paul. I've had worse, so it's fine. But
Paul, yeah, I understand you're just doing a bit of trolling there, but when it comes to exes and such, that sets off a lot of emotional baggage.
I have PTSD from that man, so
and
I can handle a little goofiness. It's fine. Man, you know what? Seriously, Shroom. Last week when he was here, I had about 10 people ringing me. I'm coming over. No, you can't come over. Why? Who's that I hear? It's my ex-husband. I'm coming over. No, I just want to talk to him. No. I had to fight people wanting to talk. Yeah, talk right. Talk to this man. I had to fight off like a dozen people because word spread fast and they all wanted to come over here. Just to talk. No. Stop. He likes to reorganize my desk and I don't like it. I love my son, but I swear, you want to live with your dad? That's what I thought. Now go play.
Okay. but getting back to this woman that wants to hate cops. So
Oh,
you would think by reading that synopsis, let's talk about somebody who, hits a cop,
right.
hits one, bites him, kicks him, spits
Just
on,
jumps
something like
on him.
that,
It's crazy shit.
right?
Yeah.
But when you sit here and actually read the bill,
Oh, I ain't reading that long ass thing.
all right, discharges a firearm other than a machine gun, okay, or a firearm with a silencer. That would, so if they shoot a cop, their mental illness is she wants to make their mental illness a legitimate excuse for shooting the cop. I could almost see making it a, a reason to reduce sentencing or something like that, to go easy on the sentencing, to have them have to undergo medical treatment, psychiatric treatment and such. I can understand that,
Don't do this.
for physically hitting back on a cop who's trying to arrest him or something like that, and they've got a case of mental illness. But to say that, okay, yeah, they pulled a gun and shot a cop or shot at a cop and used mental illness as an excuse, no. Because
No.
if they've got a documented case of mental illness, if they got a documented history of mental illness,
They shouldn't
it's
have a weapon.
illegal for them to own a firearm to start
Thank
with.
you. I told you I'm in a call. Stop. Stop. I bought this boy 10 boxes of Bell Vita breakfast cookies, and this fool is talking about he's hungry. I'm sorry, that's off topic. Yeah, you're not supposed to be having a weapon. If you've got domestic violence, if you've got mental illness, you're not supposed to have a weapon. What's wrong with you?
So,
Mm,
and the bad thing about it, though, this woman has got two other people at least who's helped sponsor the bill in the House.
but she's gonna be the first person to call the cops when she sees someone that doesn't look like he's in her tax bracket walking past her house. No, did you? And you'd be surprised at how many people with a badge have domestic violence, not charged with, but a history of it in their past. So there you go. Mentally ill, history of drug use, domestic.
No, did you? I understand what you're saying there, and
Yeah,
there
he
are
went the
too
wrong
many
way
cops
with it.
out there who have got
Fucking
mental ill,
crazy.
who have, if they weren't a cop, they would not be allowed to have a firearm.
I knew
There
a
are
guy
too
that
many
pretended
cops out there that do not have the mental
Oh,
capacity to be a cop.
I knew a guy that pretended to be a cop, and he had just enough crazy eyes, and nobody argued with him about it. He passed for 2 years before somebody figured it out. He had the car, he had the costume, he had the radio, he had all that gear.
Th-
No.
There's a cop right now that he should have been arrested
Tell
and
yourself.
charged with
Oh, Jeff, I was.
at least 3 different uh, uh, individual charges of physical abuse of prisoners.
Yeah.
He put 3 people in the hospital with dislocated shoulders
Oh my God. That's fucking horrible.
because he would handcuff them and then shove their arms so high up their back that he'd dislocate one of their
Oh.
shoulders.
Oh, I know a parent did that to a kid.
And
Oh my God.
his excuse would be, well, they were fighting with me. No, if you've got especially my right shoulder, if you're shoving my right shoulder so damn high that I'm in excruciating pain, I am going to fight back. You know, it's just natural reaction.
Yep.
You know, I am going to kick at you to get you to let go of my arms. You know, you shouldn't be shoving my arms that high.
Exactly. They know this too. They get training. It's not like they just came in off the street.
Exactly. Yesterday, President Trump met with the Prime Minister or President of Ireland. And they are having a
Okay.
little press conference. Well,
Okay.
JD stole the show.
What did he do? I just automatically turn into mom. What did he do? Okay.
To speak of inflation. I love these socks. What's with these socks?
It's in honor of the T-shirts.
I'm trying to stay focused, but I'm.
Can you see his socks? They're white socks with white socks with shamrocks on them.
I've been doing that. Yeah, I've been having the whole mispronouncing thing for days now. So yay.
JD's wearing the green tie and shamrocks on his socks.
Oh God, why? Don't
Because
do this.
this gentleman
Why?
over here is the head muckety muck of Ireland. I can't remember if they call him president or prime minister or what.
What? Yeah.
But he's the head
don't do
muckety
this,
muck of
man.
Ireland.
Don't do this, man.
Well, JD did. I mean, you have to give JD credit for having a sense of humor in his dress.
There's a time and a place for it.
I absolutely could not sit on that couch he's sitting on though.
Huh?
I'd have to have a regular chair. That couch looks too damned uncomfortable. You see how there's no support here for, you know, his butt is sunk way below his knees.
Oh my God.
I
Stop.
could not sit on that couch.
Okay, I hear you. Yeah, that looks really friggin' uncomfortable. I was always so glad my mom never had that one because all the neighbors had sofas like that. You know, I'm gonna have to beat this child. I love him.
By the way, I have to.
So JD pulled a nice little stunt there. I thought that was pretty great.
Did your kid ever embarrass you and scream, "Thank you for the apples"? Like thanking you for getting a totally normal food, like it was this huge deal. Like we don't send apples downstairs to the basement with them for the beating. It's just so embarrassing. Like I get apples every week and we eat them and they're gone and then we get more. Apples and banana. And this boy acts like he doesn't get fed. You know, my entire grocery list is based on what these kids eat. Nothing for me. It's them first.
Oh,
This child. Oh my
that was the
God.
same way with my son when he was home.
Did he get you in front of people? Oh, thank you for the life-giving food. You know,
No, he
thank
never
you for
did
the
that kind of
apples. Oh
stuff.
my God. It's like I can't.
But
I swear to God, if you don't stop.
as part of that meeting yesterday, though, now the press. This is something that I've not understood here about the American press or press in general.
Uh-huh.
All right,
Yeah.
you're in a open question and answer period
Okay.
between two leaders of two countries.
Okay.
So you would think you would ask questions pertaining to what's going on between those two countries.
Right.
That would be the
Okay.
focal point
Okay.
of questions to be asked. I mean, does that make sense?
No. Yeah.
All
What
right.
happened though? But we know that's not what happened because you're bringing it up. What happened?
All right. So make sure the volume is up on this one.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
here
I'm
we go.
oversharing. It's just been a week, man.
All right, now you got to listen because the reporter is not mic'd. So we got to be quiet and listen to what he actually
He
says.
should be eliminated right off the bat just for that. Okay, what have we got?
You might target your next travel ban.
Say it.
Can you say which countries you might target in your next travel ban?
Wouldn't that
Okay, so the question he asks is, which countries are you going to target in your
For
next
what?
travel ban?
As in, we
Remember,
can't go there, or they can't come here, or what? What is it?
remember, that during Trump's first administration, he had the Muslim ban because he
Yeah.
banned the travelers from the same countries that Obama had banned.
That makes sense.
All right.
And it worked. Yay.
And but even though Obama did it, and it was a good thing when Obama did it, when Trump did it, it was a bad thing
Oh, it was racist.
because he was banning Muslims.
Right. But they're the ones that have the. Well, we know. I'm not going to say it.
And he was being racist for banning Muslims, even though being a Muslim is not a race.
It's a religion. I know, right?
Okay, but that's beside the point. So let me back this up here again. So now I'll play it through.
You might target your next travel ban.
say it?
Can you say which countries you might target in your next travel ban?
Wouldn't that be a stupid thing for me to say?
Thank you.
I said, which countries am I going to target for the next travel ban?
Teacher, as part of the.
Can you believe somebody would ask that question?
Teacher, as part of the.
Well, we're going to be talking really to the European Union. I will tell you this we'll end it with this. So I have a big property in Ireland that you know well. It's one of the most highly rated hotels in all of Europe. It's beautiful. In Doonbeg, it's a beautiful 600 acres on the ocean, and everybody knows it. And we have a beautiful hotel. And I was going to do a project there, big expansion of the place. This was when I was a civilian, before the presidency, before I even thought about the presidency. But I was going to do a really beautiful expansion because it does very well. And I got the approvals from Ireland so quickly. They were so professional. They wanted it. It's economic development, it's jobs, it's construction jobs, a big expansion, beautiful expansion. But I was told something that bothered me. They said, sir, you also have to get approved by the European Union. I said, why do I have to go to the European Union to expand a hotel that's in Ireland? They said, well, that's the way it is. I say, well, shouldn't that go fast? They said, no, it'll take at least 7 years. You gave me the approval in about 4 weeks. It was a beautiful professional. If you took 4 years, you wouldn't have done a better job. Everything was done environmentally, everything. There's no reason to take very long. I had everything from Ireland in 4 weeks. And then I hired somebody. He said the process will be from 5 to 7 years. And I said, oh, really? And then I found out that they weren't playing games. Now think about how bad that is for your country. So
anyway, Trump's managed to spin this around to where he was actually talking back to European and American and Irish, relations here. But for a reporter to kick back there and just say something stupid about, travel bans, reporters, you're there to do a job asking questions about what's happening between the United States and Ireland, or the United States, Ireland, and I could even see saying, okay, United States, Ireland, and the EU.
Right.
Okay. But
sorry, I got hiccups.
To pop in there about travel ban when there are no travel bans between us, Ireland, and the EU.
Right. We're all on good terms. They're not.
At least for now we are.
Nothing.
Now France is going to be mad at us.
Why?
Oh, this just popped up this morning.
You're more well versed in politics and international stuff than I am. I make no pretense at this shit. I am ignorant American.
Trump threatens to put a 200% tariff on French champagne and other EU spirits.
Ooh. Interesting.
This just happened this morning.
I do like champagne once in a while. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of scary, actually.
The U.S. tariff threat comes after the European Union moved to reinstate an import tax on American whiskey.
Oh, okay. I see it.
All right, so
All right.
a tit for tat.
I was
You
gonna say
want to
fair is
put a
fair,
tariff? You want to put a tariff on our whiskeys, which the United States makes next to Ireland makes the best whiskeys in the world.
yo.
Some of the best whiskeys.
It is.
All
It's
right,
pretty damn good.
and there are some Irish whiskeys though that, as far as I can tell, that they're just very hard for anybody to beat.
Yeah. I
Uh,
don't know. I do kind of feel bad for Uncle Joe who wants to get his wife Martha a nice bottle of Dom Perignon for their 50th wedding anniversary, but that's rare, so I'm not gonna cry too much over it. But yeah,
but
whatever.
France and says that they want to put a 200% or put a thing on our whiskeys.
It's fine. Whatever you want. Just
That's
know that,
that's
you
fine. We
know.
just put a tariff on yours. And see, the thing
Uh
about
huh.
champagne, the champagne has to come from a specific region in France.
Champagne.
If
Exactly.
right, if it comes from any place else, it has to be called a sparkling wine.
Yes.
It cannot be called a
They make
champagne.
sparkling wine in California. Okay, that shit's pretty good too.
Yeah, my wife likes them.
Hey, I'll drink it. It's
I'm
fruity.
not a
It's
big
not too
fan of
dry.
sparkling
Give
wines,
me
but
that
the
box
wife
under that
likes it.
chair. I gotta see if there's still booze in the house. Honey, give me that box under that chair, sweetheart. I'm not supposed to drink it after this. No, give me the box. Not tap it and walk away. Give it to me. Yes.
Please don't yell like that. You hurt my
I'm
ears.
sorry. I'm sorry, sweetheart. This boy, I love him, but I don't think he's gonna make it through the weekend. Proof of life right now. Get it while you can.
But they're on her birthday and on my wife's birthday and on New Year's Eve, you know, to
Oh,
I
that's
will
clothes. I thought it was something
I
else.
I will drink her. I'll drink champagne with her,
Stop.
or
Go put it back.
sparkling wines with
I was
her. She
thinking,
likes California sparkling wines. So
oh my God, I had a couple of bottles of booze in the trunk of my car because I didn't want him to see it when he came over. He went to go replace my tire, and he took the what do you call it? The friggin' thing you raise the jack out of my trunk and found the bottle. He's like, "What the hell is this?" I'm like, "I don't know. I haven't been in there. You're the only one been in there. You put that there." Because that's just that kind of thing he would say to me if the situation were reversed. Anytime I find something weird of his, he'd be like, "Where'd you get the you? I got it from you," and it. Oh my God,
anyway,
it was whatever.
anyway,
I
uh,
thought that box was booze. I'm kind of disappointed it's closed. I would have liked to drink today, but okay. So sad.
anyway, what Trump put out to him, the European Union being one of the most hostile, abusive, taxing, and tariffing authorities in the world, which was formed for the sole purpose of taking advantage of the United States, has put a
Oh,
nasty 50% tariff on whiskey. If this
Cointreau.
tariff is not removed immediately, the United States will place a 200% tariff on all wines, champagnes, and
Damn.
alcoholic products coming out of France and other EU represented countries.
Ooh, sorry, chill.
This will
Not
be
drunk,
great for
just a
the
chill.
wine and champagne business in the U.S.
Oh my God. There is
So,
no champagne business in the U.S.
no,
We just got through with that.
that that I mean that got the point across that he was talking about.
Yeah, we get it.
You
It's
know,
not rocket sandwiches.
it, it
I'm sorry.
Jameson's is my drink of choice there, Paul.
Okay, there you go.
Jameson's Black Barrel and Jameson's Orange. Those are my two drinks of choice. Mostly because I can afford both of them.
Ah, But it's
They're
not
in my
bad.
budget.
I mean, it's the
They're
top
they're
of what's in your budget. So hey,
they're under $50 a bottle, so they're in my budget.
there you go.
And especially since I have to make plans to drink, I got to plan at least for 24 hours prior
Right.
to drinking adult beverages,
Yeah.
because that means I got to go off of all my medications for
Medicine,
24
yeah.
hours.
Oh, that sucks so bad.
So, even my wife likes the orange because you drop an ice cube into it and you don't know you're drinking whiskey.
I swear to God, if you don't stop, I love
But
you, but I'm gonna miss you.
on my refrigerator, I've got a bottle of the Black Barrel, a bottle of the orange, a bottle of Japanese whiskey that was a gift, and a bottle of Jack Daniel's Sinatra blend that was a gift. And I'll guarantee you, I would not have bought either the Japanese or the Jack Daniel's Sinatra for myself, but because both of them were well over $100, and I just won't pay that for a bottle of whiskey. But that's beside the point. The Democrats, they've been doing one hell of a job fighting the Doge. They are absolutely going nuts over the Doge.
Who? I'm sorry, I missed that first part. I was yelling at boy.
The Democrats are doing one heck of a job fighting Doge.
Of
Every
course, they
chance
are.
they get, they bring it up.
They're gonna lose their cash supply there.
And
I
didn't do it that much last week, but since I was gone so much of this week, I figured I'd bring up Doge here this morning. One of the things the Doge found yesterday,
What? Tell
released
us.
yesterday,
Department of
the
Government.
USDA was funding a $397,000 grant in San Francisco Bay to educate queer, trans, and BIPOC urban farmers and consumers about food
About?
justice
Food justice. What the fuck is that?
and virus-aligned values, not virus, values-aligned markets.
Sounds like a virus.
And
What? What the fuck is that even? Only
you tell
selling
me.
to trans communities? I don't. Oh my God, this is fucking
That grant has been canceled.
awful. Well, good, yeah.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
But I want to know who would support something like that to begin
Okay.
with.
And then you hear the Democrats complaining about Doge going into the Social Security Administration. All right. One of the things that Doge makes, Social Security, to protect you from fraud, we will no longer accept changes to bank account information over the phone.
Okay, you know what? Sometimes that's the only way people can do it.
The problem is there were too many people having their Social Security checks stolen from them.
Yeah.
Because Social Security admin was doing it over the phone and not doing the proper double and triple checks to ensure that they're talking to the person they're actually supposed to be talking to.
Yeah, you can verify identity on the phone,
But the Social Security admin wasn't doing it.
Man, my kids get disability. You know that, right? I took their disability card through the drive-thru before I knew about the skimming issue. And it's always Burger King that does this shit.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But yeah, it was a Burger King. You know what they spent my kids' SSI on? They spent it on Foot Locker, Popeyes, and it was an urban store in Opelika, not a great area to go hang out in. Purple denim something. It was some kind of clothing store with the name purple in it. they spent almost $2,000. Oh, no, they spent the entire $2,000 on freaking garbage clothes and fried chicken and Foot Locker. I was so mad.
And see here, approximately 40% of Social Security direct deposit fraud is associated with fraudsters calling Social Security on the phone and changing the bank accounts.
Wow.
Okay. 40% of the direct deposit fraud. Think about that. That's huge. That's a huge amount of the fraud
It is.
because Social Security wasn't doing their job.
And you know, I'm lucky. I got a
Let's
Social Security office near me. I'm very lucky.
The NIH, $620,000 for an LGB plus inclusive teen pregnancy prevention program for transgender boys.
Acknowledging they're still female. Good job.
A $699,000 grant for studying cannabis usage among sexual minority, gender
No,
diverse
I see where that's going.
individuals.
No. And if you say weed is not addictive, you are a fucking liar who doesn't know what they're talking about. Excuse my language.
$740,000 for examining social networks among Black and other minorities. Absolutely ridiculous. Now y'all have heard about the credit card thing that Trump did.
No.
Okay, Trump canceled a crap ton of credit cards.
Are these government credit cards used by staff?
Government issued credit cards to government employees.
Good.
Well, the government employees went and filed a lawsuit saying, hey, give us back our credit cards. You can't take them away from us.
The employees filed the lawsuit. Give us back.
Yes.
Oh my God, no! You don't need to be taking your personal car down to the Busy Bee and getting your car wash paid off.
And the union and such went, and the judge ordered the Trump administration to give back the credit cards.
Oh, are you fucking kidding? They need to lower the limit on it then.
So they went to a bunch of them went to go use their credit cards, celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you mentioned they lowered the credit card limits. They did.
To what? $5? I would laugh.
$1.
Oh, that's beautiful. You can get your coffee and that's it.
You can't even get a cup of coffee at Starbucks for $1.
No, not at Starbucks.
You can't buy a cup of coffee for $1
can't even
anywhere
get a
but maybe
donut.
McDonald's. I don't even know if you can buy coffee at McDonald's for $1.
Nope, you really can't. And I like the coffee at McDonald's, but you can't get it there for $1. You can't even get a single donut at the Publix for $1.
So, yeah, that really done a number.
They must have lost their fucking minds.
Yeah, they have been, but there's nothing they can do about it because it is within the purview of the administration to set limits.
You got your card back, bitch. Have fun. Don't spend it all in one place.
You thought,
you can't even get a pack of gum for $1 or a single tomato or nothing.
One of the skits I saw dealing with this was, Trump said, when these guys were bragging about getting their cars back, we showed you, yada, yada, yada. And Trump sitting there going, yep, you sure did show me. And then the next day, because see, these people were using these credit cards to fund first class flights and luxury hotel rooms.
You know what? They need to do that limit with the Department of Education because all these administrators and high-ranking school officials and everything, they're going on the government dime to conventions, first-class hotel, first-class flights. I mean, everything, man. The spending on this shit. I mean, somebody told me one day and I was like, I wanted to throw up. I was so mad.
When I was active duty and we were going TDY someplace.
Okay.
All right. Let's say we're going TDY to Las Vegas.
Okay.
Part of my job was setting up the funding for the hotel.
Right.
Well, it's automatic we were going to fly uh, we're going to fly one of the cargo planes, usually one of the smaller cargo plane jets from wherever we were at to Las Vegas
Okay.
and back. We weren't going to fly commercial because it was cheaper.
Okay.
All right. I mean, cheaper to
Right.
put us all on a cargo plane.
Hey, it sounds right.
Then the hotel they put us up on would be the equivalent of a Red Roof Inn
I don't know. I'm guessing that's economy,
or a motel. I mean, one time we stayed at a Motel 6.
but okay. They're not bad. I mean, they're not like hooker hotels. I mean, it's not bad.
We did stay one time. We did stay at a no name hotel,
Oh. But
and
like the
the and
whatever,
that
that's
that lasted 3 nights.
sorry. Nice.
Okay, and we complained about when we pulled up.
Oh no, honey.
All right, we complained about when we pulled up and we saw the condition of the hotel.
Oh no.
All right, and they said there was nothing to do. There's nothing they could do about it.
Uh,
Okay, and there was, guys just suck it up. You're going to stay here. That was fine until one of the female NCOs got propositioned 3 times in one night. People thinking
oh
she was a
god. A
hooker,
hooker, yeah.
and when she was a little bit more senior NCO than the rest of us, and when she threatened to file a complaint when we
Yeah.
got back to home base, they got us out of there and into a hotel, a little bit better hotel, but definitely in
Yeah.
a better part of town.
I was gonna say better neighborhood, yeah.
You know, at least one that was within walking distance of the off strip eateries.
Okay.
Because the place we were at, you had no place to go eat.
And they
You
don't
know,
let you
you
keep like a hot plate in your room and all that.
no, so that meant if you were hungry, you had to wait until you had a van load of people
Yeah.
that were also hungry that you could all decide together to go eat at the same place.
It wasn't a nice place, but you were in crackhead heaven where, you were living there.
Right. At least we were close enough to, and when I say the strip, I'm talking about the old strip,
Yeah,
the old strip in Vegas,
I get you.
which would now probably be called the ancient strip. It was
Oh,
called the old strip back in the 80s and 90s.
okay.
But
Uh,
at least you were within a walking distance. And when I say walking distance, about 1.5 to 2 miles from a place that
okay.
you could, a choice of about 3 or 4 different places to eat.
I get you.
So I don't know if the Fed owns Red Roof or not, Data. Not to my knowledge.
We got a lot of weird little hotels here, so I'm keeping my mouth shut. I used to
So
work down the block from whatever. We heard some fights. I worked at a little family-run bakery down the block from a Motel 6, and oh my god, I saw things no teenager was ever meant to see. I took the
let's
bus
see.
there.
Lee Zeldin just canceled 400 more DEI and environmental justice grants across 9 grant programs,
Good.
totaling $1.7 billion.
Don't cancel the grants. Cancel the grant programs. Damn.
All right. The EPA's totals now, just the EPA has been over $2 billion worth of savings in the past month and
Good.
a half that Trump's been in office.
I'm seeing it. Good.
So
He should have done this for. Well, I think if he did this first time around, he wouldn't have survived to have his next term. So,
well,
everything in its time.
I'm going to say this: Trump's first term in office
It's pretty good.
Yeah, but he surrounded himself with a lot of people that were still in office, still Washington
Well, mm,
B-rats.
okay, I'm gonna end it with this. The last 8 months Trump was in office, every single week trafficking rings were being broke up.
Well, yeah.
Every friggin' week I was seeing in the news, this ring, child
Spittle.
rescued from a hotel in Texas, you know, just crazy amount of stuff. Hey, Spinner.
You know, I wouldn't argue with that either. Sit there and just walk in and say, okay,
Let's rewind. No, I can't. I
let's
won't live with
rewind. But
Spittle.
I mean, I like the way they're doing this. I mean, I do have to appreciate the fact that they're going in there and they're looking at these individual grants and
Yeah,
saying, is this a grant worthwhile keeping? And the
yeah.
ones that aren't, the ones like these DEI and
Oh
race-based
no,
ones,
F that.
they're canceling them.
I'm sure if you look into the DEI ones anyway, they're violating some kind of bylaw or something just existing. So yeah, they gotta go. I'm liking this. So this is nice. Clean this shit up and put that money where it belongs.
Let's see here.
Put it back into Social Security. A lot of people will be retiring soon. Put it back into, where it's really needed and shit.
Oh, I didn't do this. Okay, I screwed up there. Let me see if I can fix this and get what I want. Okay, the Doge clock.
Uh-oh.
Okay, here we go.
The Doge Life Tracker. Oh, okay.
There's the Doge Life Tracker
Oh,
right there. $115 billion.
damn. There
That
must
they're
be
at
a million different kinds.
5.75% of their $2 trillion goal.
2 trillion. Holy shit.
They believe they can find $2 trillion in spending out there that don't need to
Yup.
happen.
No wonder the Democrats are crying and shit. Yeah, yeah. I'd be screaming too. If my ex was giving me 115 billion on these kids and he said no, we have a $2 trillion goal to cut off from you, I'd be screaming and crying too.
So, and what 12,763 grants and initiatives
Walk.
canceled.
There's water there. Walk.
That's just
Damn.
absolutely amazing. I'm so happy with. If they can hit $1 trillion, I'll be happy. I'll be ecstatic if they hit $1
You
trillion.
know what? Just as long as they keep going and don't stop till the next election, I'll be happy. I don't care what the end goal is. Just don't
Well, no,
stop.
they can only go 2 years.
Yeah.
They can only go 2 years because because of the way the laws are set up,
Okay.
and without Elon being confirmed by the Senate, he can only be there. That whole thing can only exist for 2 years
Okay.
without certain other things happening within the Senate.
Okay.
So, but anyway,
Well, it's
but
a positive thing.
they've got a year and 10 months left.
They'll find a phenomenal amount of stuff the way they're going. This has been going on too many decades.
They're and there's some other things I've heard about, but without having the without having I don't like spreading rumors.
Oh, come on.
And there's some rumors out there flying around about certain agencies, the
Mhm.
individuals are working together to slow leak their responses back to the general population.
Right.
And when people complain about it, their answer is, well, because of what Elon is doing, we're tied up doing other things. Now, okay, I'm probably going to end up going over what I like to do, but let's see here. Okay, where is the I'll get this right yet. All right. You heard what's been going on with USAID.
About what? What part of it?
One of the head sheds
Okay.
there were put out a notification. USAID workers were told to burn documents,
Oh
burn and
no.
shred. Okay, Erica, an
Was it
email
a
sent
Clinton
out.
running that? Damn.
An email sent to certain employees obtained by Fortune magazine. USAID's acting executive secretary, Erica Carr, asked staff to shred and burn classified documents and personnel documents cleared from the agency's headquarters. They're supposed to do that all day on Tuesday. Shred as many documents first and reserve the burn bags for when the shredder becomes unavailable or needs a break. If you need to use the burn bags, do not overfill and ensure the burn bag can be closed with staples at the top. She added that the burn bags should be labeled with the word secret and USAID/B/IO in a darker marker.
BIO. You know what? I just have an issue with government departments being issued burn bags. Like, what the fuck? That can't be right.
These, the only reason for a government agency, and again, part of my military job was dealing with classified, and when you had and documentations that were required to be kept as public records, because everything I did was a public record.
Right.
It may have been classified, but it was still a public record.
Right.
We couldn't just willy-nilly destroy anything we wanted to destroy.
We weren't supposed to see it, but it had to be there. Okay.
Right. And
So you say all this shit, and all I think of is that scene in Nobody, where the woman is pulling up all the records on that guy at Hutch. What's his name? Hutch Mensler or whatever. And she sees all the whole pages are redacted, and there's some weird photos of a guy about to die and all this shit. And she takes it back to the Russian mob leader, throws it at his feet. She goes, "I quit. Keep my pay. I quit." She just walks out. I'm like, okay, that's not a.
And like our aircraft maintenance records. All right.
Okay.
Even though jobs have been cleared and everything else, we still had to make and our log books that we would write in saying what we did and turnovers for the next shift and everything else.
I got you. Okay.
When one of those got filled, it was marked secret.
Okay.
And put away.
Right. Not destroyed. Okay. Put away, people. Okay.
And that was just a logbook.
Shroom wasn't involved in any of that shit. He was a good boy.
That's right.
That's right. That's my good boy.
And we would take, but, and the reason for that is if a jet crashed, which happened while I
yeah.
was there, the jet
It's been
went
happening
down.
lately. Yeah.
All those records, all those
All the
logbooks,
maintenance, everything is there.
they all got bundled up and sent out as part of the investigatory team
And there you go. See?
to see
Bad
what had
boys.
been done on those on the involved aircraft. And of course, all the medical records and everything for the pilots that were involved, whether they survived or not,
There you go.
got bundled up and sent to the investigatory team.
That's why you're a good boy. See, bad boys get the firing squad. Good boys get treats. So I'm just saying. I'm just
Well,
saying.
my treat was my commander allowed me to be to remain in long enough to retire at 20 years rather than being medically retired at 17 and a half.
Okay, whatever you want. I'm just like, oh my god, we have eggs. I'm so happy. I'm gonna have eggs later, y'all, and a chicken sandwich. Oh my god.
So, yeah, there's and I tell you, this Erica Carr, as far as I'm concerned, she should be under arrest.
Okay.
She should be having charges brought against her, and everybody that was involved in the shredding and burning,
Yeah.
every one of them should be under arrest and charged with destruction of government records.
Yeah, absolutely. Half the staff in my daughter's school should be under arrest, but that's a separate issue. Yeah, there's a lot of people destroying records.
You're just destroying records willy-nilly like that. That's illegal.
It really is.
That is absolutely illegal. Those records do not belong to the agency. They belong to the federal government.
Oh my god, Spittle's trying to kill me.
So,
I love you, Spittle, but
well, that went quick, a hell of a lot quicker than I thought it would. So anyway, all right, tomorrow we'll be doing a fun day. We will talk about the Florida Man Games.
yeah, I'm so excited about that.
And I'll see if I can find some videos.
Okay, you know what? I do have a question because okay, now I've been hosting videos for people, my friends and shit at night on Discord. Now you have my Discord. If you ever get some free time, maybe the wifey poo wants to go to sleep, or is she reading something, or she doing something, whatever, and you got a couple hours, you can hit me up. Hey, why don't we watch a movie, bitch? I'll be like, all right, what you in the mood for? And that's it. As long as it don't qualify for Pornhub, I'm down with it. Because we watched Last Voyage of the Demeter, and it was okay. It wasn't like this exciting excuse me stress. It wasn't like this exciting edge of your seat. It was very somber and very restrained, and it was okay. I liked it, but
yeah, that was a decent movie.
It was good.
But like I said,
okay.
We'll do Florida Man game. We'll have some fun Florida Man games tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow night or tonight rather, we're gonna watch what is it? Season 2, episode 1 of Creep Show, the 90s Creep Show that they had. That has Ted Raimi, and I love that man. He's a beautiful man. I don't care what anybody says. And I would give up Mike's husband's left arm for a chance with him. Anyway, there's that. That man shouldn't even have any limbs left. I promised him to so many people just for whatever. So then we're gonna, because that's a palate cleanser, because we watched something serious last night. So this is funny. Then we're gonna watch Ravenous, black comedy about cannibalism in the Donner Pass. It's just fucking great. It's got Robert Carlyle, Chris Arquette, Jeffrey Jones. I know. We're not supposed to talk about him. Guy Pearce. It's really fucking great. It's very funny at times. It's all star. But I don't know what. I know we gotta switch to something serious after that. I don't know whether to go with Nosferatu. I think we're gonna do Nosferatu and then Shadow of the Vampire, which is a fictional account of the filming of Nosferatu, and they both got Willem Dafoe, so there's nothing wrong with that. Like I'll watch anything with Willem Dafoe in it. So there you go. But I want to show them Skinner, which is a horror movie about a guy who skins prostitutes, also with Ted Raimi. Well, Teeth was good. Spittle Teeth was one of the best black comedy horror movies, man. That was great. But Skinner's weird and creepy. You don't, it's got Tracy Lords and Ted Raimi going head to head. You don't know what's gonna happen with where it's gonna go. It was fucking weird, and it has a young Ricky Lake when she was young and cute before her talk show. She was like a little chunky, but she was cute then. I'll watch it just for her because she was super cute. So yeah. So there's that. I don't know, man. You got any recommendations? Like Nobody was the first thing we all saw together because that's always the first thing I introduce people to because it's fucking great. But you got anything you've seen lately, Shroom? Your
Well,
audience, anybody?
I'm halfway through this third season of Highlander.
Oh, I seen those back in the day when they were. Oh, man, I loved it.
Well, I'm going through.
I love Joan Jett on it, man.
I'm watching 5 episodes a day.
Wow, you are dedicated. I like that. Man, my favorites were the Joan Jett ones though, because she
But-
really
well, see,
broke up routine.
I've got them playing while I'm doing other computer work.
Oh, I hear. Yeah,
So
that's what I would do
they're
when I was
sitting right there on the screen, right next to my computer screen.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss that. I can't be like working for that bitch and listening to horror movies in the background. I gotta like clean my house now and shit. I'll have to clean this house in South Florida. Anyway, yeah,
So
I'm looking for another job too.
then
Though, so.
after I'm done with that, I'm going to watch the Nosferatu. I'm going to watch
It
the
looked
original and the remake.
I saw the
And
remake, but my kids kept getting like up in my stuff the whole time, so I didn't pay as much attention. But what I did see, it looked good.
Then I'm going to watch the
We should watch Shadow of the Vampire Man. I just got that. Oh,
I'm going to watch the original MacGyver series.
my God! Oh, the one with Richard Dean Anderson. Okay, he was a cutie too.
So
I didn't watch it when it was on. I'm like, oh, it's a guy show. Jeez.
So then I'll probably after that go back and finish watching my Wild Wild West series because I've still got a few of those that I haven't finished watching yet.
You know, when you said you were going to go watch MacGyver, I thought you were saying the Guyver, the movie with fucking Mark Hamill. Oh my God.
No.
Ew, no, please no. I didn't like those movies. They were weird and I didn't
No.
get it and I couldn't watch it.
So, but anyway, I need to go ahead and run. So let's go ahead and I'm going to end the stream.
Okay. If y'all believe in anything above, please cross your fingers and utter a prayer for me that 1, I don't go back to jail because I'm going to take my car out. And 2, I get this job interview because I need a job so freaking bad. We're not going to make it on just their disability. You know, his bills are hard, man. The eggs are friggin' pricey. I'm beginning to think maybe I should use it for collateral for a loan for my car next year, but I don't even know. I really want an egg. Oh, sweet scrambled eggs.
Spittle, the first couple of Hellraiser movies were good.
Oh, they were good.
But then after a while,
Nah.
after about the third one, they went down
It's a
the
money
tube.
grab. Yeah, you know what? Almost anything, if you got more than 3 movies, it's a money grab. Like Saw, I like the first 2 movies. I couldn't. The third was just so stupid. I couldn't watch it. I didn't. You know what was good though? Saw X. It was like between the first and second movie, or between the second and third. I don't know. It was some kind of in between movie, and I was surprised. It was really good. Y'all should watch Saw X. Not Jigsaw, the Book of Sorry, that shit. Saw X was good. That's my recommendation for the week.
Okay.
Y'all stay frosty.
Y'all be good. Enjoy yourselves, and
Don't be claiming your cuckoo and attacking the cops. Not everybody is Florida man. Okay, come on.
Be with the ones you love, and love the ones that you are.